You are watching the SCAC YouTube channel, and joining us today from Seguin, Texas, is the SCAC Defensive Player of the Week, freshman goalkeeper Erin Rose of the Texas Lutheran women's soccer team. And Erin, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
Erin, we'll start with this. A big game this past weekend against the University of Dallas in Seguin. Just kind of tell us the team's mindset going into that game. Tell us about practice leading up to that game and what you were preparing for.
Well, practices were pretty intense. Coach Schaefer really pumped us up. We knew it was a big game. And so when we went into it, we just had the mindset to work hard. And we actually went into overtime. And so we just knew we had to play extra hard and give it all we got. And we ended up winning in the first, I think, like 6 minutes into that game. And that just gave us all the confidence in the world because we knew that we could play 90 minutes and more. And so I guess from then on there, we knew that we were going to be pretty solid for the rest of the season, and we knew what we could potentially do for the rest of the season.
Your team had a 1-0 victory, a shutout for yourself. Your defense played a great game, especially going into overtime. Tell us how you were able to be successful, and then also tell us about your defense and how they were able to shut down Dallas's offensive attack.
Well, I would never be able to do anything I could do without my defense. We have a pretty great connection. I mean, starting from the beginning of the season, Coach Schaefer really emphasized defense and the connections that I have with him. So I would not have been able to have my shutout without them. They make my life easier. So, we work together so well, and I talk to them and they talk to me, and I wouldn't be able to do what I do without them. And so I really rely on them in order to make the saves that I do. So I really count on them for a majority of the work that I do, and that's why I'm successful, is because of them.
Your team moves to 3-1 in the SCAC and moves into a tie for second place with Southwestern currently. So obviously, as we've been saying, a huge win for you guys. What's this do for your confidence as you push forward throughout the season?
It gives us huge confidence. We're sitting in second place, and we play Centenary, and then we go on to play Austin College. And those are our last 2 games before we turn over and play everyone again. And so, honestly, we're just going to go into the rest of the season with a whole bunch of confidence and faith in ourselves, and know that we are able to do this and we can take on anyone who we play. And so it's just a huge win for us, and we know that we're a great team, and that just really sold it to us. And so now that we believe it in ourselves, so we just can't wait for the rest of the season and what it has to hold for us.
You have been watching the SCAC Defensive Player of the Week, freshman goalkeeper Erin Rose of the Texas Lutheran women's soccer team. Erin, congratulations on this accomplishment. Good luck to your team as they push forward, and thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
The Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, a conference of good sports.